Ben Mulroney and other conservative commentators online are calling me a liar. Let's break it down. I reported on how the Toronto Star said that pierrepoilievre called Doug Ford for help, and the Premier said that he was too busy to help. Then Ben Mulroney called me out for making a video on it, with a picture of a tweet from Doug Ford. But nowhere in this tweet does Doug Ford refute any of it, and nowhere does he say that he's endorsing or supporting Poilievre. And reporters also asked Doug Ford about this. He said that him and Poilievre had a call. It was the first time he ever talked to him, and no, Pierre did not ask him for help. But at no point in the video did Doug say that he said he couldn't help. At no point in the video did Doug say he was endorsing or supporting Poilievre. What Doug said in his tweet and in his video is that he wants the federal government to treat Ontario's minerals the way that they treat Alberta's oil. Doug Ford doesn't care about Pierre. Doug Ford wants the Ring of Fire to be built, and he's been talking about that for almost a decade now. And this is something where me and Doug actually do agree on. The only thing is I don't know how feasible it is, but I think that we should definitely be trying. I'm concerned about the environmental impacts, and I want to make sure that our Indigenous people on those lands are being treated fairly and compensated fairly. So maybe me and Doug don't fully align on the issue of the Ring of Fire, but at no point did Doug Ford say he supports Pierre, and at no point is what I said incorrect. I talked about what the Toronto Sun talked about, and my added commentary was that Doug Ford doesn't like Pierre, and nowhere in any of this does it seem like Doug Ford actually likes him, nor did he endorse him or support the federal Conservatives. Also, Ben, your father supported Trudeau. Your father, and in the last years of his life, was kind of a liberal. And also, by the modern standards, your father, when he was Prime Minister, was a liberal. One of the most environmentally conscious prime ministers of our lifetime. Meanwhile, you are desperately shilling for the Conservatives, while at the same time platforming traitors to our country like Kevin O'Leary, the guy who says that he thinks Canada should become the 51st state. So Ben, I say to you what Doug Ford said to Pierre Poilievre: kick rocks.